Hard Savage Podcast.
All right.
Oh, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Rolling.
Ball. I am really liking the sound of the podcast since we switched over.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
that's sounding real tooties.
It doesn't sound like a tin can anymore.
No, but what we were talking about is the times we've been the drunkest.
That is the
Dude.
Well, someone just got knocked out. This is also a fight cast, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Excuse me, lady and gentlemen.
Ladies.
Hey, ladies. Ladies. But,
Dude, he might stop. He might stop the podcast.
and me?
No, Bill.
Why?
Because something about what he uses Gcast
Uh-huh.
and something, they were changing formats or something. Or I can't remember. I was listening to his Thursday one last night, but I was like falling asleep. I think it was more of a joke. I think he wants someone to show him like a different format or like a different way to put his podcast out there because he doesn't do technology very much.
No.
But he was kind of just like they're ending their services like the end of January. He's like, I'm ending the Monday morning podcast. But I think he was kidding. I hope he was kidding.
Me too.
He went the same way as the TV. This fucking smart TV is super old. And, so everybody just stopped supporting their apps for it.
Really?
Yeah, you can't do YouTube on my smart TV.
No, you can't.
It fucking doesn't work, dude. They
Oh,
don't
that's
support it.
retarded. See, I wonder when that's going to
It's a
happen.
first gen. So that's bullshit. You can do that to a device, dude.
That is retarded.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so now I can't. It's not set up to do Flash native.
Uh-huh. But you have
So-
a PlayStation 4 right next to it.
Right. And that, we
it's-
rectified the situation.
It's not. It's just an inconvenience. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like
it's
still
like they
whack.
kick you in the nuts.
It's
not. It still works. This TV still works well. It's like another way to fucking
I mean, it looks
kick you in the
great.
balls and make you go buy a new TV.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Because if you go buy a brand new an LG smart TV, there's a YouTube app on it.
Yeah.
Right. Some of this is a formatting thing.
Well,
But I'm just saying, given this as an example, it's bullshit. There's a bunch of stuff that's cut its support for the apps on the TV because it's old.
well, fuck
And they
yeah.
straight up
I mean,
say that it's because it's old.
well, they're trying to keep technology moving. You having problems, man? I'm sorry.
I fix.
You fix? But I have a Vizio that's I guarantee you this thing is.
it's the same thing. You have the same one as that one. Over there.
Is that a Vizio? No,
the
yeah,
one
I have.
second TV.
Yeah, I have that
Yours is just
exact.
bigger. It's the same exact TV.
Yeah, only it's the 42-inch, and I couldn't be happier with that goddamn thing. I paid $500-$600 for it. 8 years ago,
Yeah.
which still wasn't bad.
Oh.
And now,
No, because 8 years ago that's what they were, and now they're just. You can buy one for so fucking cheap now.
oh yeah, I
It's
could buy that.
crazy.
I could buy a comparable TV to that for $400 now.
Oh yeah, easily.
But I'm not gonna.
No, because there's
'Cause-
nothing wrong with that TV.
No, and actually, they're it's kind of cheaper than that now, dude. If you
Oh, yeah.
go, we were in that Best Buy, we bought that TV for my mom and dad for Christmas, and
Yeah, he bought his mom a decent sized TV for $300.
dog, listen, you can go in there and buy crap
Mm-hmm.
stuff that you don't know the name of it, brand new. They had 40-inch pretty with technology TVs for $200, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like 40 to 47-inch range. You could go in there with $300 and come out with a fucking tits TV. If you go into the 300, 400 range, you can buy Samsungs and shit.
Yeah, I want to go in the 50s range because
They had mad open box shit, dude. If
They
it was a
did,
name,
yeah.
if it was a name brand TV, Vince, I feel like they listed on the return tags why it was returned. They test them and shit and put them back in the box, and then they put them on this shelf that is all open box. Vince, it was a shelf that was they had the TVs in boxes like this on the shelf. like a row of them sideways. There was probably
Like a bookshelf,
fucking
like a,
60
they were set up like
or 70 TVs.
What was the reason they were bringing it back?
Multiple reasons, man. There were some of them that were listed as like they're fucked up, don't work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but if they're fucked up and don't work, they say it on that tag. Like they tell you what's wrong with it. And it's dude, extreme fucking discounts.
yeah, it was pretty wild.
Like hundreds of dollars off TVs that are like $600 to $800 range. They were selling them for like $250.
Damn.
Okay.
So like what? Like is Vizio still a thing?
Yeah.
Like,
and
are they
they're
still
not,
decent?
They're not just a Walmart thing. So those TVs are actually pretty decent TVs.
Oh,
They're
fuck
very
yeah.
good.
Dude. Like I'm extremely happy. You know what's going wrong on mine? The volume button on the back sticks now, like randomly. That's all that's wrong with it. Like randomly, it'll either go all the way down or all the way up.
Oh, shit.
Literally, you might be able to just spray contact cleaner into the buttons, and it like might stop doing that, dude.
Probably.
That sounds like just a dirty switch.
But don't tell Ruby that because I want something like in the 50-inch range.
Whatever we got to do. Yeah,
And
dude.
she'll let me
even
be a big boy about it and buy
Yeah.
one with money if I just, you know.
Yeah, you should ride up there sometime. Though the next time you're at Robinson, go to Best Buy
Oh, I
and check
definitely
that
need
shit
to.
out.
I didn't even know it still existed.
What, Best Buy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is like the last big box electronics store.
I wonder
In
what's
our
keeping it
area.
alive. You think that repair department's probably keeping it alive, huh?
Oh yeah, dude.
That Geek Squad shit.
They're getting it on. That's kind of awesome that they do that.
Yeah, that's titties.
yeah, because
I mean,
nobody
you
else
should.
does.
You're a fucking electronics store. Like you should offer those services.
Mm.
That's
Abs-
cool that they do
yes.
that.
And
Yeah.
the stereo install for like car shit. That helps
You
too.
know, I don't know if they fuck. Do they fuck with that?
They did a
They
I'm
couple
used
sure
years
they
ago.
probably
used to.
do, or they sub somebody out to do it. You know, like they are like, hey, go to
They
this
put the
garage.
one when I had that in old Neon. I bought one. I'm pretty sure I bought it from Best Buy.
You
they
sure
put
that
it-
wasn't a Circuit City deal?
You know what?
Oh, you know what? It was Circuit City.
It might be. That might be what I'm thinking of.
They
Circuit
used to
City
do it.
did do that.
They
That's where I
used to
got
do
it
it.
done.
Yeah.
You're right. I got it done at Circuit
Yeah,
City.
you're right.
Yep.
But they're dead now, right?
They're dead.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're fucking super dead. They've been
There's
dead for
like
years.
2 left or something. Some weird
Oh, that's
shit.
right, because now the one in Steubenville is fucking
Harbor
Harbor
Freight?
Freight.
Yeah.
What a sad, sad place that's becoming. Like up
Oh,
there in the
dude, the-
mall.
Oh, the fucking mall, like
Ugh.
that. That shit around the mall will never close. Like that Lowe's,
No.
like that plaza where that Rural King is.
No,
There's
it's-
always going to be chain stores that would try
Yes.
to have a store
It's
there.
booming over
Like,
there.
it
It's
would-
when you get to the actual mall.
Well, dude, it's built on a fucking mine, dude.
Well,
It's
other-
not only that.
It's not only that.
Dude, it's all malls.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean, Robinson's
like
not going to
with
go
the mall.
down, but you can go to Robinson. And it's not the same anymore.
Malls
No.
just change.
It doesn't feel special.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel
it's-
special, but I'm saying business wise, it's never as like packed as it was when they they'd start the
Unless
the-
it's November.
the mall-
right,
like
yeah,
the
like
end
a couple
of
weeks
malls
a
being
couple
a
weeks
thing.
ago in the middle of December, some shit. Yeah, it was busy as fuck. I was up there,
Mm.
but just me and him went. But other times, like you go in the middle of the week, and it's not around the holidays. There's not really that many people in there.
Well,
Right.
people were tired of getting fucked.
Well, you don't have to go to the mall anymore to get
No,
shit.
dude, it's Amazon.
It's Amazon.
You
Amazon's
don't,
killing
but like
everything.
I think some of
I
that
love it.
too is like I like to use Rock Auto as the example for this because it's something that I experience like all the time. So it's real easy for me to give good examples off of Rock Auto. So like you can go on I'm going to give a real base part that there's an extremely deep discount on, but it is a base part, okay, for a common vehicle. If you go buy a heater core for like a late 2000s half-ton Chevy truck, you can go on Rock Auto and you can get a Spectra one. It's like $36, okay?
Mhm.
The part number is for a Spectra fucking heater core. If you go to AutoZone, you can take the same part number. They
Oh,
sell
it's like
the same,
$100
hold on.
more?
They sell the same. It is literally, dude. I'm not talking about a comparable item.
The same
It
fucking
is
thing.
literally the same item in a Duralast box. Okay? It is $105. I can get it shipped to my house from Rock Auto for like under $40. It's $105 at AutoZone.
And this is why everything's dying.
Well, but
Well,
you also got to realize, hold on, there's something else that I'm trying to get to here.
It's
I
not
know,
that it's dying.
I know that
It's
some
that
of the
there's
overhead
places
is,
like Rock Auto that there's no bullshit. They're not fucking you over.
Yeah.
like they have to be making money.
That
And,
bumper
like,
that I have on my car, I bought it from Rock Auto for like $80.
And it's like there's things like that.
And it's not $80 because it's some piece of shit. Like, it's a good bumper.
right. It is like
And
$80.
It's the same thing with like the optometrist. All right, you go to the optometrist and you buy his glasses.
Right.
They're fucking
Outrageous.
$150.
Right.
But you can get your prescription, hop on Zenny Optical, get a very nice pair of glasses for $12.
right.
Why?
How was that? How much?
How much you making, man?
See, this is where I was trying to hold on.
Hang on. While I'm on this subject, fuck you, Dr. Volk. Because he found out that we were doing that, and he wrote us fucking wrong prescriptions, so we could not do that. Yes, he did, you dirty dick motherfucker. Fuck that guy, dude. He did it to me, and just so I know it's not a coincidence, he did it to my kid.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. You gave him the wrong fucking prescription, so you'd have to buy your fucking shit glasses.
I like that you called this guy out by name. That's
Yeah,
how I
you
know
name
you're
dropped.
serious.
Dr.
name?
Volk. V-O-L-K. He has offices in, let's see, I believe Wellsville, Wintersville, Shadyside, and downtown Steubenville. Don't go.
You hear that? All 12 of you. Don't go there.
Yes.
Vince is upset.
Motherfucker. Dude, go to Sears, pay the $100, get your prescription, go on Zenny, pay $12, get some glasses. It's real easy. Because Sears doesn't give a shit. They're chain. Fuck you. Here.
That markup's what I'm talking about because
I used
see, that might be a different example. The example that Vince is given might be a different example.
It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, but like
I used
it's-
1-800 contacts to get my contacts last time I went to the eye doctor.
and they're the same thing. Like the name
Yeah.
brands.
And it was
the
only
same
like
and
$200
shit.
bucks.
See,
I
that's
feel
where
like-
I was being like, you don't know where
But
those
how long is
frames
that
came
lasting?
from.
It was a year supply.
Yeah,
$200?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
No, because rather than going through,
Buying in
I
bulk.
used
well, you do.
it was
that
a year
at the eye
supply.
doctor
No, it was a
too.
year supply
Mm-hmm.
that I would got off of him.
Yeah,
I didn't because when you have health insurance, most insurance they only cover one. Either lenses or frames or lenses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I used my insurance to get my new pair of glasses, and he was like, "Do you want contacts?" And I was just like, I'm pretty sure I just straight up told him, I was like, "No, I will buy them offline." But like I think he doesn't really care because his name was listed when I bought him off. It was real weird.
Mm.
Like it asked who my optometrist was.
He
So
might,
they're
have,
just
he
trying
might
to
have like a fucking
confirm
deal
the-
with them.
Yeah, that's what I think, and I think like he probably didn't. If his name's listed on there, he probably doesn't give a fuck.
No, he's. Like,
But I feel like since I used my insurance to cover my glasses, I bet if I would have bought them outright from him, they would have been way more.
Well, Dr. Volk's an old cunt. So, like,
yeah, he's just pissed off at that shit.
oh, he's so fucking mad at the internet. And you could tell. Like, as soon as I fucking told him that, like, I was buying my shit off Zenny and I didn't want him, he's like, oh. And he didn't, like, he wouldn't make eye contact with me. And he scribbled some shit on a paper and handed it to me. I was so fucking mad. And, like, after, like, because I ordered glasses off Zenny, not thinking, like, oh, this dude's fucking me.
Right.
And, like, twice these glasses came in and, like, they're fine. Like, they were the prescription that was on the paper.
Yeah.
And then, like, I went to Sears and got it done, and my prescription wasn't anywhere fucking near what he wrote.
Really.
Like, not even close.
Wow.
Like,
That's nuts.
I probably could have got his license taken away.
That's nuts,
And I
man.
probably should because he did it to a kid.
Yeah, you could really damage someone's eyes doing
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah. We noticed
What a
it
dick.
because, like, he got new glasses, and, like, we're riding around, and, like, he's, like, squinting at, like, street signs.
See, I'd like to get a new pair of glasses, but I can tell my prescription. I need to get a new prescription. My eyes are getting worse. So I have to actually go back to the eye doctor.
Yeah, I'm probably about to.
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, if that's fucked up. If he's if he's wearing a brand new pair of glasses and he's squinting in them,
Yeah. What the
that
fuck?
dude fucked with his prescription.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Probably because Ruby. Like, her having the same last name, like, we're all, like...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, like, he knows who we are. He runs small offices.
Right.
So, like...
That's crazy.
I'm sure there's a note in our file. Or she just said, we're going to order offline, and he went, no, the fuck you're not.
Hey, you know what? Why don't you go back to the shithole country he's from?
He's fucking American, obviously.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm just not even gonna fucking acknowledge that joke I just dropped. You're just gonna fucking
Listen, at some point, I thought of a couple jokes already based around that, but you burned me on them. I like it. I like it.
Can I just address that real quick?
I'm sorry.
What do you?
I'm just angry.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm not.
Vince
mad at you.
hates that.
I'm not
Fucking
mad
guy.
I fucking really
Yeah,
hate
fuck
guy.
that guy.
Like, he's old,
In
but
all
I would
seriousness,
still
fuck
probably
that
try
guy.
to fight him. Like, I'd pick a fight with this
Oh,
man.
I'm talking about this shithole.
Yeah.
Controversy.
The shithole
Now listen.
controversy. Well, they are.
And see, thank you. In his defense, are they not shitholes? Because they are. Now, as the president of the United States, you should probably not call them shitholes.
Dude, yeah.
Like,
be
a
an
little
adult. Come on, man.
A little
Like,
diplomacy goes a long way.
You can't say
I'm
that.
about saying whatever I want to,
But not
but
as the
like
president. You
I
can't
have,
say that
well,
as the
Josh,
president.
listen. Even when I say whatever I want to, I'm at least tactful and like have some self-respect and respect
Oh,
for
yeah.
others, and so on and so forth. What I like to refer to as remaining professional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like you're the president. You should at least be able to be as professional as I think you should.
I
be,
mean, I
you
know it was in a meeting and there was no
Fuck,
press, but
man.
like no one in that room was going to go walk out of there and go tell everybody that he just said that. Are you that stupid?
But
Like,
that's
you're in a
what
room
he's
full of
doing.
people that don't like you, don't respect you.
He was in a meeting with a bunch of senators, so exactly.
That just tells you what he's doing.
Right.
You know,
Oh, dude, he's just wagging his dick around.
he is, dude.
That's all he does.
Welcome to America. That's fucking crazy.
I guess his work day's like 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. We haven't talked about him in a while anyway.
No, we can do it.
Dude, listen,
I guess
when
his
I
work
open
day's
my
like
own
11
business, I'm
to
oh
6.
no, I'm 10 to 6 and
Listen, that's cool. I'm saying, but as the president of the United States, your work hours are 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's all you work?
I want to call this episode "Grab Her by the Shithole."
Grab him by the shithole.
you win. I mean,
What a fucking buffoon.
Dude,
yeah, you're a president of the United States 24/7. Like,
when that book comes out on audiobook, I'm buying that shit. That
I really
Hell
would
or
like.
Fury
I
or
really
I
whatever.
love that you won't read it as a book.
I can't read a book anymore.
I love it that you won't read the book.
That's probably the route I should go to. Dude,
Dude, I can listen to someone read a book.
Yeah.
I
but
could
I'll
listen
get
to it too.
I'll get 30 pages in and realize I haven't been paying attention since page 2.
That's my issue with when I read, and that's why I don't read, because I'll fucking be going and going, and then I'll stop and realize my mind's 30 miles away.
Yeah,
And I'll
Like,
go,
I'm-
and I'll be
comprehension.
like, what did I just read?
I'm reading, but like nothing's sticking.
That's
Exactly.
a really common problem.
It is a really common.
The reading comprehension thing.
It's mostly why. That's why I didn't do good. It's not that I did terrible in high school, but that's why, and in college,
Yeah,
because I was just like, well, I can't.
you're the kind of person that had to like study something a million fucking times and like
Yeah,
study.
but whereas like if I just paid attention in class too, because I wouldn't do that. I'd just be like, fuck this. I didn't like school.
I didn't either. I wasn't a good
I
student.
didn't, and I don't know. Everyone still is just like, well, you ever thought about going back to school? No, I'll just hate
Fuck
my life.
that.
I'll just hate my life.
I'm just gonna go on the internet for things and just start getting degrees in dumb shit now.
Yeah, or I can do that. Fuck going to school. There's online classes everywhere.
Fuck that.
But really,
I'm just gonna-
also with what he's saying, the internet is fucking ultimate knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything I need to know, Google it, and then I know it.
Josh
So, like-
Price.
I mean, what the fuck?
Oh my God, you can do anything.
You could do anything.
My God, Josh Price.
The internet.
Fucking dude, no, you're right.
You should become like an electrician apprentice. That'd be a good job for you.
We already are.
I went to school to study electronics. I mean, it's not the same thing, but essentially, yeah, it is.
Yeah, wow, that's kind of crazy. I just said that we already are. We kind of already are. That's crazy.
But like seriously, like that'd
mean,
be a cool
yeah,
job.
yes.
It'd pay a shit ton.
Yeah, it does. I did it once or twice.
Well, Sammy is. Sammy's an electrician. He's not even an apprentice. He's a journeyman.
You'd be good at that.
Well, let's not talk about my fucking career life.
Let's
I
go
want
back to
Josh Price.
You
to
know
be
what
my-
you should
be the
do?
master
You should
coder.
go be an electrician. Why don't you be a plumber?
I want Josh
I thought about
Price.
that at one point.
I want Josh Price to run the fucking software and hardware division.
Yes.
Oh, I'll do that.
That's what I want to have happen.
I think he could be president. By the way, fuck you if you think Oprah should be president.
We talked about this Tuesday.
Yeah,
No, we
that's
didn't.
a
Yes, we did.
popularity contest thing.
Where are
It's a
you
popularity
at
contest.
with your ADD ass? you
We didn't
fucking
talk
ass?
about
We
Oprah.
did too. You made a big fucking deal. You're like, hey, if you're you,
Yeah, probably.
what an asshole.
Oh.
I know I was fucked up.
Yeah.
It's okay. Calm down, you fucking.
I can't
cunt.
calm down. Calm down,
You fucking
cunt.
guy.
You're the reason I got all excited, anyways.
Oh, you're angry. over
We
nothing.
literally, I'm angry because you just said the same thing that you said already Tuesday on mic.
You said it Tuesday.
That's not going to be a thing. She won't do it.
Yeah, she will.
She won't
I
do
think
it.
she
I don't
would.
think she'll do it. I
She
don't
would.
think
I'm
she'll
just-
do it because I think that
Uncle Donnie doesn't
I
think she'll
think-
do it.
I think she won't do it because the reason that we're saying it's ridiculous.
That's
I
She
really.
doesn't want involved in that.
Mm,
I mean, I don't know. Oprah is pretty
why would
about
she
making
go?
money,
Why would she
but,
go
like,
hint hint? I don't know.
fuck
Dude.
around,
I just feel like
fucking
anything
around,
can happen. So
poke at him. Some of that I feel like is a poke
I
at
think
him.
she's inspired by him because she said, "Well, this dude can do it. I can do it."
Well, yeah, he's
dude.
a fucking
What are you gonna
jet-
do if it's
Dude,
like
do you wanna
Oprah
know
versus
what-
The Rock?
Do you want to know what Donald
gonna be
Trump
Oprah versus
actually
him.
taught me? Was that there is a possibility that I could actually become president of the
Anyone
United
can become
States.
president.
Yes, it doesn't matter anymore.
Isn't that crazy?
That's fucking insane.
I really.
I don't feel
here-
like really it's me. It's that crazy that I'm saying that, like credential wise or intelligence wise. I just feel like
No, you
that's-
have
it's
knowledge in
weird.
politics. I'm just
I
saying,
just
as
feel like that's weird.
you're
that
saying
that's
as-
what that has actually
Right.
showed me. That has actually showed me that
it's just you don't have to be like
because I'm
This
totally
dude
fucking smarter
that's
than
from
that guy.
Har-
Holy
right, and
fuck.
you
you're
just
not-
have to run a crowd better than your opposition.
right,
Yeah.
and you're not a dude that's been like some Harvard guy. That's more likely you'll become president.
Right,
doing
that's
that
where
shit.
I'm being like,
But that's
yeah.
no, as far it's not that ridiculous.
That's why I'm
thing.
saying it,
You-
it knocks my doubt out.
That is
Is because I'm
Here's
not
why
that
I
guy.
think she'll do it because I think she saw him, and she's just like, well, he just threw money at it, and look, he's president.
yeah.
What does she have? A bunch of money.
You know who I wish would fucking.
What? So you know what else she wants? A bunch more money.
Oh yeah, she does.
So why not become president?
I'm kind of with Joe
That's
Rogan
why-
on it.
that's why-
Like, if it's gonna be a non-politician, I would like someone like Elon Musk, like a forward thinker.
Yeah. What?
Joey Diaz for president. That's
No.
my fucking.
No, that's chaos.
That's
You
my
don't want
fucking
that.
no, dude.
I don't think it's
'cause
chaos.
no,
Oh, that's
listen,
like
just
chaos.
let me in there. Just let me in on the cabinet. Joey Diaz is president. Let me on the cabinet. I don't know what I'll be. Fucking Department of Defense.
Could you
some
imagine if
shit.
he was fucking president?
Dude,
The
listen.
fucked up thing is
Go
he's an
listen.
intelligent
Go
person.
listen to that video. That fucking
His State of the Union.
yeah.
I know you've seen that, Vince.
Oh yeah.
Go listen to Joey Diaz's State of the Union and tell me that first off that you guys don't instantly think that makes me be like Joey Diaz for president.
Because I've
I'm
seen you have
instantly-
that same kind of emotional breakdown.
dude.
We're gonna
it's
go
good.
over there. It's gonna be an island. It's gonna glow in the dark. Ah,
Man, he's about due for a new one too, isn't he? We were talking about Tom Score earlier.
New special. Well, wasn't his last one? That was like the first official one he's ever done.
Yeah. He's
Good for him. He could have been doing specials. He just didn't.
No, I think he has like nerves.
He can do it now.
Yeah.
I wish I could actually see it. Like the only one I saw, I saw it was leaked on YouTube. AJ found a link.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it on that. It was like the audio was sketchy, but I watched it. I mean, I got the hint.
Yeah.
You know, I got the gist of it. It was hilarious.
I liked it.
I liked it a lot. He's good on stage, man. Of course he is. Look at him off stage. He's basically the same guy.
Yeah, there's no difference between them.
Joe Rogan talking about when like he'll backstage just get pissed off and start screaming at all of them, like and then he'll just walk on stage and just continue screaming.
See, Joe would have to be in the cabinet too. That'd be a person
he
that
brought up
I would try to influence me and let him be like, I don't know.
Joe's just
fucking exercise.
He brought up the idea of having more like a council of like 4 or 5 people than having one person.
Yeah. The idea
that's called a parliament.
Yeah, we should do that.
It might be interesting to like add a house to our system. To add another house to our system.
Well,
and I'm when I say this, I'm like governor of the Northeast, governor of the South, governor of the West, and like some shit like that.
Split it into 4, like 4 different countries.
I don't see. This is where I was being like, I didn't necessarily mean a succession thing. I was just adding a level to our congressional system.
Well, he also brought up the idea that there's just too many people, and we're just too big now for this.
That's why I feel like that would be a good way to deal with that. Is because shit that applies in California doesn't fucking apply in Vermont, dude.
No.
It doesn't. It's never worked like that. That's why the shit was, they were like, let's write it states' rights. That's why.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be a thing. No matter if there's 60 people or fucking 60 billion people.
Yeah, regardless, clearly
it's a big space.
We've said this. Am I being real loud? I'm
sorry. A little bit. You started off a little loud and then calmed down.
How am I doing?
You're fine.
Yeah.
I just think clearly that we've all said this before, that the two-party system is fucked and it just doesn't work.
Right.
No.
Well, that's fucking.
It doesn't work. And then that's inevitably.
That's kind of a whole
it
different
just
layer.
Turns
to that,
it's turned this into, which we've addressed this before too, a popularity contest.
Yes.
That's all it is.
This is part of the, when I've always said that like the real inequity in America is the rich and poor thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's like the real overall inequity that every American feels. That's the real inequity
talking about,
that
like,
everybody feels, dude.
Trump
There's
supporters.
rich and poor people.
They were talking about Trump supporters feeling like they're disgraced millionaires. Like it's somehow like it would be like Obama's fault they're not rich and like they don't have a job, when it's really you're just a lazy, skillless
You are
piece.
what you hate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You are what you claim to hate.
Yes.
That's what a lot of people like that are. Dude.
Yes.
Yeah, get a job. Why don't you get a job? You don't do anything besides fucking sit on your ass and
Right, like it's Obama's fault that you didn't fucking put an application in today. Like, there are no jobs. Dude. Monster.com. There's someone needs you to do something.
Listen, go start
sometime.
beating feet.
Yes.
Like, even if I didn't know all the shit that I know, like, if I needed a fucking job,
McDonald's.
my ass is going to go find somewhere where I can work. Yeah, it might be McDonald's. If we're on that street, well, it might be fucking McDonald's, dude. But like,
well, yeah. I mean, if you have nowhere else to go,
right? Yeah, if you're like fucked, like destitute,
yes.
is what I'm saying.
If you're on your fucking last leg, it's there.
Yeah.
If my situation was a little bit different, you bet your ass I'd have already been working at McDonald's.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, you see people like tattooing their fucking
It's
face.
hard for you to work at McDonald's, so Josh, because you're fucking way too overqualified for it.
This is why I
It's-
haven't.
it's
They would
like-
probably
it's
not
like-
hire
this
you
is why
because you're too
blackball
smart.
you.
This is why
They
I've.
fucking
this is
blackball
why I've
you.
had-
It's crazy.
This is why I had interviews and then I'd never get calls back.
Because the supervisor's like, oh, he'll have my job in 2 months.
Right. I'm telling you,
Or they're like, you'll bail.
Yeah.
that's what.
They're
actually,
like, this person's going to find a better job, and they're instantly
Yep.
going to fucking bail.
and that's what my mom pointed that out to me about a month ago. She goes, you know what? You're overqualified. They know you'll just leave.
Mm-hmm. And probably.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to.
fucking right. I'm sorry, I kind of interrupted you. What were you going to say?
I don't. Dude. What was I going to
Sorry.
say?
Keep it rolling, Holmes.
Keep it rolling. Oh, so we haven't talked. Have we talked about Stipe and Ngannou next weekend? Because that's
No, I was just. That's funny because they right before this last commercial or the commercial before, they were talking about it.
dude. I am so fucking afraid for Stipe.
See, listen, I
You
don't know
think?
what the fuck you guys are
He's
talking
talking about
about right
UFC.
now. No, it's cool. I get it. I'm going to let you guys go for a minute. I'm going to fucking 10-8 here for a moment and smoke a cigarette. And I'll 10-8 when I come back in.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Love you.
Nate, you want to sit in for a minute? You want to sit in for a minute? Okay, you could talk.
Come
both
in
of
there.
us.
Come
Come
here.
on, Nate's gonna join us for a few. Someday we're gonna have like 4 mics, and like you can be here too. You got to pull this right in front of your mouth, okay?
Yeah, 'cause you're quiet.
You got to talk right in the end of it.
All right. You hear me?
You got to get it about an inch away from you.
What's that?
That's 4 inches.
How's that?
You're getting there. I don't,
Right here.
right here, right in
Because you're
front of you.
quiet. You can
Right
pull it. You
there?
don't have to
Yeah.
lean in. You can pull it towards your face.
Yeah, dude, it's
Okay.
moving. This
We'll,
is
we'll edit this out.
What's the problem? It's a mic.
well, it's a dynamic mic. Do you?
Oh.
We can have a lesson.
No, we don't need a lesson.
That's okay. I'll just turn you up a little bit. Be all right.
He's got all this power now, and he's.
I'm just
Not used
abusing
to
the
it.
shit out of it.
Really not used to it.
All right. Well, you know what? Real quick, I'm sorry to derail this for you, real quick, but he watched that disgrace of a game earlier too.
Ugh.
Terrible, dude.
That was
Even
sad.
like, the whole game, beginning to end, just
I mean,
interception, flags, like defense was sucking, like a bunch of stuff. It was terrible.
You know what? The good point. Did the refs even fucking show up to that game?
no.
Did you see all
Did-
that bullshit?
Did you
there's
see
so
the
many
fucking pass interference calls like at the end that could have
Yes.
affected the game?
Yes. How about when did you see that dude after Ben got rid of the ball? Like clearly got rid of the ball,
Yeah.
and the guy fucking took him down, and
Oh, yeah.
nothing was called.
No.
This kind of bullshit happens in the NFL
Dude.
all the time now.
That one in the fourth quarter.
That's why I don't watch it that much.
There's like,
I like it,
I'm
but
getting, dude, it's really starting to fucking drain on me.
dude, there was like 4 minutes left, and they threw the ball to Bryant on like the 3-yard line,
yeah.
and this dude reached around him, and his arm hit him in the face before, like the ball was 10 feet away,
Right.
like in the air. That you call that penalty? That changes the game.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like
We could have tied or even.
that's Steelers getting another possession. Like that's Steelers being within 7, getting another possession.
Dude, we only lost
Oh,
by a
yeah.
field goal. I mean, it would have
Yeah.
absolutely. We stayed right up there.
right. Yeah.
That's like people bashing Ben or Todd Haley.
We came
No.
back. At least we didn't get like.
Dude,
The offense had nothing to do with that loss.
Dude,
Where was our defense?
did
defense
Ben
was so bad.
They did not even come to the game. They
So
didn't even come
bad.
to the game.
Yeah.
did Ben throw some interceptions? Yep. Did
Oh,
he
yeah.
get sacked? Yes, he
Oh.
did. But did he keep that game as close as it possibly
Yeah,
could
but yeah,
be?
but that was at the first half, dude. He came out the second half ready to fucking go.
Oh, dude, in the end,
Those two,
halfway through the second quarter, he started like,
yeah, he was like, all right, he got his shit together, dude. The last half of the game, the third and fourth, it was one in the third and one in the fourth, like beautiful touchdown passes.
oh yeah,
That one to Antonio Brown,
Yeah.
Jesus
Wasn't there like
Christ.
there was like 3 of them.
oh,
that-
just picture perfect, like he threw it 40 yards.
It was
Brown
it was
got,
some
like,
of the best shit I've ever seen Ben do.
2 from Brown, right?
Oh yeah,
2 from Bell.
He had
And then
did he hit Brian for one of them?
oh yeah.
Yeah, he hit Brian for one.
But yeah, like he said, beautiful. Like
Dude, it was like just right
Angle
into
better.
their hands.
Right there.
Right
perfect.
into their hands.
Dude, the offense played a good game.
Yeah,
It wasn't the-
yeah. I'm on. Listen, and I am normally on team fucking blame Haley, but like I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna defend him. He had nothing to do with. This isn't his fault.
Now that onside kick, I'd have kicked it.
That onside kick was garbage.
No,
They
I mean,
fucked
like,
themselves.
Yeah,
with that
like,
on.
if you kick that, pin them back at the 20, and you like that's you not trusting your defense to
Yep.
yeah.
pin them back for a punt.
Wasn't that onside kick where they intercepted it and they got the touchdown, or was that when?
No, they fucked up this onside
Oh
kick.
yeah.
They had the Jaguars ended up getting it in like the Steelers 20-yard line. They were in field goal range when they got the fucking ball.
You got to kick it, and it has to go at least 10 yards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they
And
asked
it went like
they
6 and pegged the Steelers player, which
bounced off of him, and then like
that's a penalty.
yeah,
Oh, that's why they threw that flag. Yeah.
Yes, because you're not your own team's not allowed to touch it within 10 yards.
yeah, it was just a garbage fucking attempt. It's terrible.
It's like they haven't had a successful one from 2007. Like you're good. Stop.
That's true too. But you know what? In that situation, there was nothing else you can do.
I'm
You had to try it, but man, that was
I'm
terrible.
kind of glad I watched the whole game because I was gonna turn it off once I seen.
Oh, as soon as they went up like 21 points, I was like, oh, I'm gonna roll over.
Oh yeah, I started. I wanted to fall asleep or do something.
I was like, it's about nap time.
I ended up
now.
watching the rest
'Cause
of it. But
It was close because like I had the entire house to myself. They were down by 21. I was like, I don't have to watch this. And then
Right.
like they scored, and I'm like, oh shit.
It got good like basically as soon as I started because I fucked up and thought it was the fucking 4 o'clock game.
Oh really?
And then I got on Facebook. Like I was just up. I was just like chilling, drinking coffee, and then got on my phone, got on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh shit, the game's on right now!" And then so
yeah,
like
it was
I
really early.
I went up and got ready. I don't know why I thought they were the 4 o'clock. They're never the 4 o'clock game.
Rarely.
Rarely.
4 o'clock was Patriots and Titans.
No, that was last
That's
night.
last
That was
night.
Oh,
That's
wait,
why
okay.
UFC's on tonight.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
the Saints and
Yeah.
who'd the Saints play? Who won that game, anyways?
Saints and Vikings.
Yeah, the Saints.
I have no idea.
I think I'm pretty sure the Saints were fucking tearing ass.
I don't know. I'm gonna fucking look that up.
I'm assuming it was them. Yeah,
I'm
the
worried about
Patriots
that.
and the Titans were last night. Which, by the way, I can't believe UFC was tonight because they should have just been like, you know what, we'll just have UFC tonight because fuck
Yeah.
this game because
I was kind of wondering why UFC was on tonight.
Well, that and it's Martin Luther King Day, so everyone's
Yeah.
most
so-
people are
Most
off.
people are off.
Vikings won that
they
game.
can did they?
Jesus,
Maybe they were dominating. I didn't watch the game.
They were dominating when I was watching it,
yeah.
but like it was like 29-24,
Because
so it was close too.
I didn't watch it. I saw a score online at one point, but yeah, that I read some stats about the Patriots game last night. I didn't even watch it, but fuck, from what sounds like, they should have just called it off after the first period or first quarter was over.
Really.
Yeah, like my dad was telling me, he was like, why? I mean, they really should have just sent everybody home. It's like it was just like there was no need for it to even be a thing.
That's dude. He's gonna get another one. God damn.
Listen, if Jacksonville plays like they did today, I hope they do.
See, like I wouldn't mind like a Minnesota Jacksonville Super Bowl.
It'd be
That'd
different.
something.
I'm sick of seeing the same Super Bowl every
Me
year.
too. Well, there was one like a couple years ago that was just like forgettable. I forget who the
I
hell
can't
it was.
see
Like that's
because
how
I
bad
don't
it
even think I
was.
watched it.
Packers game.
No.
Packers
It was
games.
something dumb like Carolina and fucking like
What was last
Recent?
year's?
it was in like past 5 years.
Oh, never mind.
What's it? What was last year's? I don't even think I watched the Super Bowl last
It
year.
was the Patriots.
Patriots and Carolina, right?
Might have been, yeah.
Yeah, they won last year.
Yeah.
I forgot about. Yeah.
I can't
think I
wait till
watched-
Tom Brady fucking
No,
retires.
maybe we did. I think you and I watched it down here.
We might have.
It doesn't matter. Fuck it. I'm sure no one gives a fuck about with this. No, but dude, I am so tired I am so sick of that fucking team. I am tired of it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yes, it's a dynasty. Belichick and fucking Brady. That's one of the best coach quarterback teams ever.
Yeah.
But fuck them. I'm so sick. It's like the Yankees. You know how many like what are the Yankees doing now? That's what I want. Nothing. That's why I want to happen to the
Baseball's
Patriots.
not doing anything now.
Yeah, but it's just every fucking year. Who's in the World Series? Oh, the Yankees versus somebody. Who won? The Yankees.
They
Like, you know
bought-
what I mean? Like,
Well, the baseball doesn't have a salary cap, which is baseball's problem.
no, because the Yankees had their
Everyone
team was ridiculous. Like, no shit. You're not going to beat the Yankees. They have every good player
ever.
Like
every currently good player plays for the Yankees.
But it's kind of like the same thing with the Patriots. Their team's just nasty. I'm sick of it.
But here's the thing, like, if the Pirates were to pack up and leave tomorrow, I fucking would not blink.
That would bum me out. But
I haven't watched a game in 17 years.
dude, you know what? The trades they just did recently, they deserve all their anything that bad's going to happen to them. They deserve it.
Let's trade all our good
It's
players for all their
all
bad
for
players.
money, man.
Oh yeah,
It's
So
clear.
you don't watch any baseball? Because I don't.
no.
I don't watch
watch
baseball.
any
Not like I
baseball.
used to. I don't watch it at all. It's just boring to me. I don't give a shit. Like, I started to get hyped up again when the Pirates started to like actually
Yeah.
do good a couple years ago.
Yeah,
But
When
they
the
do
Pirates are on,
they
I'll watch,
do
like,
shit.
I'll watch,
Going
like,
to a Pirates game is a lot of fun.
yeah.
But like, I'm not watching it on TV.
no.
I'll watch like a half an hour of it. I'm not watching.
Yeah, it's so
all 9
boring.
innings of that stuff.
But they clearly are just in it for just having. The Pirates are a huge organization,
Oh yeah.
but that's why they make the trades they make because it's just like money. That's all they give a fuck about. Clearly, they don't give a shit if they have a winning season. They just
Fuck
want money.
no.
The trades they do when they get good players, they get rid of them. Money. So fuck them. I'm not even. I'm with you. I'm not interested in what they do.
Dude, they had a 21-year-old losing streak.
Yes.
21 years.
Yes.
sucks.
Holy shit. And then you followed up with a couple okay years. Like people were satisfied with you finishing over 500. That's what made everyone happy was you beat a 500.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
They made the playoffs a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Ooh.
Hey, that was huge. When you have a 21-year losing streak, if they make the playoffs, that's pretty big.
Bob
Big deal
Nutting's
for
over
them.
there. It's going, I'll
So
be
hell yeah,
goddamn.
it's a big deal for them.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what ended the losing streak. Like they went to the playoffs like
getting that
once or
playoff
twice.
But because they're so fucking greedy, they could have just they could have kept going with that years after, but just get rid of all of them for money.
Yeah.
You know, there was a long time
They want us to pay what?
Unless everything's.
There was a long time the Penguins didn't do shit, and then like they started doing.
Mario bought the fucking team and said,
and then
"What are
yeah,
going to do shit?"
let's turn
Yeah.
this shit around, and he did. I don't know.
Oh, man.
It's fucking whack. Ben's sorry to go back to this. Ben's playing again next year, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said it earlier.
That's good.
He said he's looking forward to next year. So, which he needs to retire, but at the same time, they need to get their shit in because, like,
He has a year or two left on him.
I say this next year is his last year.
I think they're going to draft someone high in the fucking draft this year
They
as a
need
quarterback.
to. They
So
need to.
I guess
That's
like,
why. Honestly, I'll tell you right now. When he said I'm, whatever he
Looking
said,
forward.
I'm looking forward to next year. I said, well, thank God. Well, we don't have a quarterback. What are we gonna do?
Laundry Jones.
You know what I mean? What are we gonna do? So thank God Ben's coming back because if he was just like, yeah, I'm done. What the fuck are you gonna do? You don't have anybody.
Wait to see how
So
next week
if-
pans out and
if
see if Blake
they
Bortles
need
wants to be
to-
a Steeler.
Like you said, maybe I think one more year, maybe two. But now you need to start thinking we better get a quarterback because Ben's going to be leaving he's not going to be around too much longer.
I think they thought of that last year,
Well, they need to get on the ball. They need to get this rolling.
but they knew this year, I guess, is a pretty quarterback-rich draft. So I think they waited through last year knowing he probably was going to play at least two more.
It's almost like it's all. I kind of think that
Let him
too.
mentor for a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of think that they probably got the vibe like Ben will probably come back next year. That's why they didn't jump on this too quickly.
Yeah, I think someone had a talk somewhere and said, if you can give us 2 more years, we'll get a quarterback next year because I know this kid's coming up. He looks fucking good. He's gonna fit in.
Start giving you a break.
Yeah,
Play the big games, but let the kid do the hard work. You know what I mean?
They need to find a guy.
do like a
Waffles
maybe like a
Quarter.
Dak Prescott kind of thing, like where you just sat on the bench behind Tony Romo, and when Romo knew his number was done, we'll see. It will bow out gracefully. Now he's an awesome commentator.
Because he just fucking calls motherfuckers out all the time.
Yes, he does.
He's a better.
Tony Romo don't give a fuck.
He's a better commentator than he was a quarterback.
Oh, it's so good. So good. You know what? Daniel Cormier. Dude, I love watching DC fight. I love it like a
DC's
motherfucker.
a very good commentator.
I cannot wait
And-
till that man
and-
retires and does that full time.
And what a good combo. What a good duo, Joe Rogan and DC.
That'd be sweet.
They're doing it right now.
yeah, dude, like
They have been.
Cormier, when he's not fighting, he's commentating.
He's commentating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Him and Rogan.
I never really
And,
even
like,
noticed.
They sit there and like
They bounce off. They
That's
work
awesome.
well together. Because otherwise, anybody else, Rogan's just kind of like he's a comedian.
Right.
So like
he
if you,
just pokes fun of him.
if
Eventually
you
when he
poke,
gets bored.
he'll eventually start poking fun of you because
He's
you-
bored.
and you probably said something stupid. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But DC's first of all, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
He's charming and he's funny. So like Rogan clearly likes.
Oh yeah,
But he's a good commentator
Dude,
because
I'm-
he's a fighter number one, so he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
he's an Olympic wrestler.
Yeah,
Like he's
he's great. He's great at it.
He's so good. Not Damian Maya, but Dominic Cruz is too. But he does like these shows,
Right.
like the fight nights and everything.
When the big names can't come.
And he does like pay-per-views, like if they have to travel.
Oh yeah, because Joe won't travel.
Yeah, but like he does like play-by-play a little bit. Like he's like a third opinion. Like they usually roll with like 2 play-by-plays. Well, a play-by-play, a Keller, and then one guy that does both. But like, because Joe Rogan's Keller commentary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's someone else calling, like, oh, that was a good hit, and just shit I can't do. But then like
yeah. Right.
Rogan's the one that paints the fucking picture
Yeah.
and tells you why he's doing that.
Right.
So like they just signed Bellator's version of Joe Rogan. Like someone who's like real good at fucking like
Oh, you don't know who it is? Is it?
I forget his name. It's like I think it's
don't worry about it. It's all right.
It's Mike something.
I
but-
thought you actually said. I thought you meant like they got a celebrity or some shit.
no, it's just it's this guy
Just
that
the style that Rogan has.
it's
of-
this guy
what
everyone
you're
loves.
saying.
It's like super.
Yeah.
He was a fighter and he's like super knowledgeable, but like he's also bald. It's weird. It's like a Twilight Zone Joe Rogan.
Okay.
It's the weirdest goddamn thing. But like he just had him on the podcast, and Rogan said on the podcast, if anyone from the UFC is listening, hire this dude.
Yeah.
He's like he has my seal of approval. And then they hired him like a week later.
Well, that's cool.
I was pretty stoked about
That
it.
is cool. That's awesome.
Robert's bad.
Okay, I'm 10-8. 10-8 back
10-8.
here at the station. TJ Hooker on the fucking case.
Whoop whoop whoop. That was really loud. Anyway,
I had to do the police siren thing. Come on, man.
anyways, he's DC. Back to that. He's gonna fight Volkan Ozdemir, who is this monstrous punching machine. This dude he hits like he's not that great on the ground, but I don't think I've ever seen him throw a kick, but I've seen him throw a punch in the clinch and knock someone out. That's fucking insane to throw a punch while your head's right next to my head and knock them the fuck out.
That's pretty wild.
That's a good one.
What do you think, though? Do you think DC's in trouble?
I think this man's going to try to punch DC, and DC's gonna grab him by the fucking leg and throw him on the ground
Yeah,
and
I'm
proceed
obvious. Yeah.
to fucking beat the fuck out of him.
I'm a DC fan.
I am
well, I mean,
too,
I know
dude.
you're rooting for DC. I am. It sucked that I had to root against him, but I love John,
Well,
Jones. I love him.
Dude,
so.
he's just too.
Yeah.
I
But-
don't- I don't care what he does.
Right.
Hit that pregnant lady. I don't give a fuck. Run away.
But DC,
I get it.
Yeah. But DC, you know what? Too, it's just I just knew. Even the rematch, it was just like you're not gonna beat him, buddy.
Mm-mm.
You're a badass.
Not that
We all
man.
know you're a badass, but like you're not gonna do
I
it.
seen you run through some people.
Yeah.
I seen you smother Anderson Silva for like 5 rounds, no 3. But like John Jones,
Yeah.
like he's lost to one person, and it was a disqualification loss that shouldn't have been called.
Right.
But like, dude, what about him? Because they're like, they had Rogan also had fucking what's his face from USADA on there the other day, and it says like
Oh yeah, when he
What-
said that.
he said because John Jones got popped for steroids again.
Okay.
And this dude that runs the United States Anti-Doping Agency is they're contracted by the UFC,
Okay.
and they're the
They're a
people,
lab. Yeah. They're who's
they're
contracted to do their testing.
they're the people that
Drug
busted
testing.
Lance Armstrong.
Okay.
So like they are the shit.
Yeah, that is like the lab.
They instituted this program like if you're to be like more than 20 minutes away from your house, you have to tell them where you're going. Like that kind of shit.
Whoa, that's kind of fucking nuts, dog.
They show up at your house at 6 a.m. We're going to need some blood and piss.
Jesus Christ.
Random drug tests all the time. They'll show up at your gym.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's serious shit, man.
It's fucking serious biz.
Oh, dude, like, you've seen, like, a massive turn in, like, the entire sport. Like, guys that were, like, getting older and still kicking ass, they look like deflated dad bod motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
Like, because there's,
Their shit works.
there's no tricking them.
Yeah. Their
Like,
shit works.
You might get away from it for a
little
minute.
while, but
Yeah.
you're not doing it for a long term.
Mm-mm. Like and this dude that was that's running all this shit, well, the former head of it rather, he's like he came on Rogan's podcast about John Jones because he's notorious, like he's been suspended for like 2 years for like this shit, and he just came back.
Yeah.
And then, like, they popped him again, and he came out, and he's like, this isn't consistent of a drug that someone would take at this point. Like, anyone who knows anything about steroids would not take this specific drug.
Yeah, it wouldn't be contiguous for what
Yes.
they were trying to do.
It turns out that this kind of steroid is commonly found in, like, creatine. But
Oh, really? That's interesting.
So the dude might have just like been drinking creatine
Yeah.
and got fucked.
here's the other thing. Creatine's on the banned substance list, I think.
Really?
Might be. They also use creatine to cut cocaine.
Oh shit.
John Jones is notorious for partying.
And loving cocaine.
Loves cocaine. He told, like, the last time they were arguing with DC, like, before this press conference, he looked at him and said, I beat your ass after a weekend of doing coke.
I understand why.
John Jones.
It's fast party.
John Jones had a birthday about 3 days before this
Oh
pay-per-view.
shit. This sucks for this guy.
Wow.
This sucks for this guy. So he pissed all the fucking blow out, but he didn't
I don't
piss
give a
the
fuck
fucking
about
creatine out.
The fucking steroid,
What a
steroid mixed creatine.
fucking poor bastard. I didn't know that about blow though. They'll
cut it with
why
creatine,
do
they'll
you
cut
cut
it
it
with-
with creatine?
Just to spread it out. It's
I don't know why that's a thing that
It's
somebody
just-
picks to do it.
That's
That's my
because
question.
It's also a fucking like a fast acting kind of.
okay.
But it's one of the things, just like, baby powder or baby
Yeah.
laxative, rather. Same consistency kind of thing. Easy
Okay.
to get, cheap. You can get it cheap in another country from a lab for fucking.
Yeah, nothing.
We mix this we mixed this batch and it got contaminated, so
It's with fucking the goddamn buffer and it's fucking ground up dog bones.
yeah. But yeah, like they're thinking like this is one of those things that like could have happened.
That's fucking crazy. That sucks for that guy.
And dude, it sucks for everyone because like he just came off a fucking suspension.
So what does that mean?
Like he was
Is
suspended.
he like fucked?
This was his first fight since he got back off of his suspension.
Oh
His
shit.
very
Yes.
first fight.
Like a year-long suspension.
Yeah, he was
shit.
out for a minute.
He was gone for
Yeah, he's fucked. They're gonna kick him out.
well, he got suspended because he took foreign generic dick pills,
Oh shit.
and they were contaminated.
Of course.
And he was able to prove it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He still like had him or some shit.
Like he had like packs.
Yeah.
He got a pack from like the same fucking company and brand and batch.
Wow, that's fucking nuts.
So he got 1 year for negligence.
Whoa, shit! That's what they give you for negligence.
Yes.
Oh shit,
Dude,
He's
they don't
fucked.
fuck around.
Yeah,
If he would have got like popped,
serious biz.
if he wouldn't have been able to fucking prove it, it would have been 2 years. But
Man, they love me. I'd score high score.
but since this is his second offense now, like, do you get away with like a 1 year thing with negligence again? Like, because if so, that's not that big of a deal. Because this motherfucker will be unsuspended in July. We can do that.
It's not necessarily that it's like
I wonder if he tested positive for cocaine.
I don't think so.
No.
They don't care.
Yeah, but fucking blow would.
They're not looking.
It rolls out of your system super fast. I'm sure they probably fucking. Come on, man. They're
Like,
they're
as-
testing for that shit.
as
They're
long as you're
testing
not
for
fucking-
they
blow,
won't even
too.
care. Like like if you weren't fucked up the day of
if
the
it's out of
fight,
competition,
they won't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
They wouldn't even fucking.
So
care.
there are levels for recreational drugs. would
what's
be
that gonna
super
do when
high.
if you did coke 4 days ago? What advantage are you gonna have the day of the fight? You know what
So
I mean?
they're allowed to smoke weed and shit.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, they don't give a fuck.
as
Oh,
long as you're
really?
not high like at the fight.
So it's like not like the NFL shit or some
No,
shit like that.
No, they're gonna piss you before and after the fight.
Okay, they're like just looking for steroids.
Like they piss you before and after, and then randomly in between.
Wow, that's
Like I think it's a little bit more frequently when you're in competition, like when you're in training camp.
Right.
Like it's like maybe a couple times a week.
yeah, like when you would be doing it.
Yeah.
They're like, psh, they just
Yeah.
show up.
Weren't you telling me something crazy? Maybe I might be making this up. I do this quite often, but when he was hiding
Oh yeah.
underneath the ring,
They
So,
showed
like,
up in one of his gyms and he hid underneath the octagon, their cage for like
shit.
hours. Like he pissed under there.
And
Like
then they found him.
no,
Oh, he just like told this as a story.
like it said I wasn't fucking there.
yeah.
Well, how do you guys know? But like you're saying,
He admitted it.
He told it as a story.
Yeah,
Okay. You said he pissed under there. That sucks.
like it's how long he was under there.
They waited there for hours.
Hours,
Holy shit.
right? Like forever,
Forever.
ever.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
That's intense.
that's fucking
That's
insane.
like the cops, dog.
Yeah.
That's like the fucking cops.
Oh, these
man.
people are no joke.
That's
like
fucking
when they
nuts.
When they busted Lance Armstrong, he's the only one you heard about. Like when they busted him and took that yellow shirt or whatever fucking stupid thing they have.
That poor bastard. He only has one nut.
Like they had to go clear back to like 24th place to find someone who didn't piss dirty.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't hear about those other 23 fucking people.
Wow. Holy
Just Lance
shit.
Armstrong.
Yeah.
That's what.
That kind of sucks even more for that guy.
Well,
Yeah.
then again, not to keep bringing him up, but thanks to Bill Burr, that's when I was just like, you know what, Lance Armstrong isn't. What? Who fucking cares?
Dude, he was on
This Bill Burr stuck up for him.
well that guy that was on from USADA that was on Rogan's podcast.
That dude's about riding some bikes.
Yeah. Well, he
That dude's about that shit.
he was on Rogan's podcast and talked about the Armstrong thing, and Lance Armstrong went, "No, the fuck you didn't," and he fucking went on Rogan's podcast and talked about it, and was like, "Oh, basically, fuck that guy."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was real pissed.
Fucking, you tell him Joe Rogan. See, Joe Rogan gonna be in the fucking
No.
cabinet.
Lance Armstrong went on there and said, "Fuck that guy."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Lance was on fucking
were both
on goddamn
Rogan.
Joe's thing.
Which I like Nowitzki. Like, I support what he's doing. Like, this is a sport where you're punching someone in the fucking head.
Yeah.
You should not be using steroids.
No.
Like, you're going to end up, like, mush-mouthed
Yeah.
at the end of this. If,
I
like,
agree.
Yeah, like
you don't need any more
fucking-
power.
Yeah, it'll make you retarded.
Listen, people have been fighting people, like, hand-to-hand combat since there were people.
Right.
Like, you don't need this.
No.
I feel like that's that's my draw to fucking fight. I just like fighting. Like, you guys know about all this shit. I don't know about all this shit, their names, all that shit.
I don't know that much about it. He knows way more
But,
than I
like,
do.
I'm just fucking, I don't know.
Dude.
Call me fucked up. I don't know.
It's prime.
I like fair fights. I like I mean, it's fighting.
Well, yeah,
it's fair
Vince, that's
fighting.
exactly what it is. That's why That's why it was easy for me to get into it, because it's primal. Everyone likes to watch a fight.
Yeah, you like competition.
Yeah.
That is natural to like that.
Right.
And even as brutal as this is, like,
It's not really that brutal, dog. There's
like
rules.
someone's gonna fucking bleed,
Well, right, but it's fighting.
but you're
Somebody
probably
bleeds
not
in
gonna
boxing.
die.
Somebody bleeds in boxing, dude.
And there's real skill to this. This is which
There is,
martial art
absolutely.
is the best.
It's boxing with more skill. It's
well,
the
yeah,
martial arts
It's
part
boxing,
of it is.
taekwondo, judo, BJJ, just like
Can
what's
I
that
just
one
get a
thing?
BJ?
What's that one thing that fucking Russians do? It's real fucking weird. Shit.
Throwing shovels.
Wrestling. Whatever it is, the fuck that Khabib does.
Well, just when MMA
Throwing
first
shovels.
started,
Trust
it was.
me,
I mean,
that's
it was already better than boxing because it was just different martial arts schools.
The
You know,
very
like,
first fucking fight was like, it was like a 175-pound taekwondo guy versus like a 300-pound sumo wrestler. This man
Fuck it.
kicked that fucking sumo wrestler straight in the
Right.
mouth, and his teeth went fucking flying. You remember that?
yeah, because that's what it was, and then it was just like some taekwondo.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
taekwondo. God damn.
Yeah, it's
I've
a hard
never had-
word.
I've never had trouble saying that before. Anyways, he looks at some fucking guy who just does jujitsu, and he's just like, "Hey, I bet my school's better than yours." And it's like, really? You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? And then that's basically how MMA started. And it. I heard that not that long ago, and it's like, that's really what it is, and that's fascinating. It's just like you watch two people that have studied two different
And now,
styles of fighting.
and now
And that's
here you
basically
are.
it's just a competition to see
Which
whose
one's
school
better.
is actually better.
Now here you are 25 years later, where it's evolved into this thing where like you have to be good at like at least 3 different things just to stand a fucking chance.
Oh yeah,
Even like it's even
because
different.
it's crazy now. Yeah, you're right.
It's even different than like the early 2000s where like you can go in there as a fucking like if you had an iron chin and you were decent at boxing, you can go in there and hold your own and probably win a championship.
Right, you just
Where-
yeah, I mean it's
Now-
just like there's so much more diversity in it now.
We're now like if you go in there now, you're going to see a guy who can strike with you, but also if you can't wrestle, eventually he's going to grab your fucking leg and he's going to lay on top of you and proceed to drop elbows from the heavens
Sure.
for about 15
Right.
minutes.
Yeah, like if you have no understanding of wrestling.
Sure, I don't have.
I don't know, it's just kind of crazy. That's fun. It's a fun thing.
Well, like
We're just trying to have fun here. That's all.
but there's this guy who's decently young. He's like 29. His name's Khabib Nurmagomedov. He's from Dagestan, Russia.
Okay.
There's videos of this guy as a child wrestling bears.
Oh, you showed me that shit. I remember you showed me it.
That seems a little irresponsible.
Well, he's Russian. He doesn't feel pain.
Yeah, and also he's not
He's not
doing bad against bears.
No, like he's not
Well, it's
people,
literally
dude.
like baby bears too.
Okay.
But
like
he's
he was like 5.
they're
They didn't,
scrappy.
like take a 5-year-old out and like throw him in the woods with some
He's
goddamn
not fighting a grizzly bear.
No, it was a bear-
fucking black bear. Or
There's a
some
bear
shit.
cub bigger than him.
That's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
wild.
And like it's like he's like trying to stay away from its fucking mouth, and it's like
Yeah.
they're rolling around.
Yeah.
The bear is probably somewhat domesticated, but it is also Russia, so it could have
Yeah,
just
it's fucking
been some bear
craziness.
cub they found.
Oh yeah. Like,
That's why we love Russia.
dude,
We love
Russia is fucking insane. But long story short, no one can beat this kid. And like, he's built very small. Like he's short and he's stocky at the same time, but he has like arms that'll reach his fucking knees. So like he gets you on the ground, and like I've never seen someone just lay on top of someone and just beat the fuck out of them, and like they're totally defenseless. Like I watched him ride someone's back.
Russians are fucking crazy, Joel. We're fucking crazy.
I watched him lay on top of
Yes.
another man and grab his wrist and just proceed to punch
Beat
the
fucking
shit out of him.
dick out of
It's
him.
like he gets him on the ground and somehow he weighs 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's a fighter's fighter. I like that. I feel like that's where I'm coming from.
Oh, this is that dude that likes to bleed. Remember this guy?
Um,
We watched him fight one time. It's Darren Elkins. We watched him get his ass kicked for like 3.5 rounds, and then he choked that guy out, and he got up and he was like screaming and shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I remember that shit. I remember this guy.
You know what? We're over an hour. You want to go fucking watch some people punch each other?
Keep going. I don't. It's up to you.
Let's take a break. Maybe we'll do another one later. We'll stockpile.
All right.
Ooh. All right, everybody. You get an extra one this week.
Hey, bitches.
Yeah.
But we'll still see you on Tuesday night, girl.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye, friends.